The GSM is stand for Mobile Telecommunication through a Cellular Network, developed in 1982. And the GSM supports three different bands. One is with 900 MHz, the second one is with 1800 MHz, and the third one is 1900 MHz. That's why it is called as a triple band. GSM uses both FDMA as well as TDMA for user access in each deployed channel. So GSM 900 operates at 890 to 950 MHz for uplink and 935 to 960 MHz for downlink. And the frequency bands of 25 MHz provide FDMA access for each channel. And these 25 MHz are further divided into 124 channels, each of 200 kHz. And each channel provides 8 TDMA access slots, providing channel access to each user every 4.615 microseconds. So this is the thing which you have to understand. You can look into the uplink and you can look into the downlink. The uplink is between 890 to 915 MHz, which is 25 MHz, and in between there is a vacant slot which is left over, and then 935 to 960 is another 25 MHz, and this 25 MHz is divided into 200 kilohertz slots, which comes to 125. Since 125 slot is used for a guard slot, so only 124 are considered, and and this 124 is further divided into 24 frames, and each frame is further divided into 8 frames. So the upper part they uses FDMA and the lower part it uses TDMA. This is illustrated in this figure. And GSM architecture consists of three major interconnected systems. One is a BSS or base station system, and the second one is the network switching subsystem, and the third one is operational support subsystem, BSS, NSS, and OSS. And mobile station is also subsystem, but it's considered as a part of BSS. So this is the diagram which illustrates the entire thing. You can see to the left side the mobile stations. These mobile stations they communicate with the BTS, and these BTS they communicate with the BSC. BSC is nothing but base station controllers, and these base station controls through A interface they communicate with the MSC or master switching center. And there will be multiple master switching centers. In out of one is selected as a gateway master switch center. You can see one a GMSC, and the importance of this GMSC is through GMSC only you can connect to the outside world, maybe other PSTN or ISDN or any other networks. So that gateway becomes the master switching center. Everything has to go only through the gateway. And apart from that, you can see other things like HLR, VLR, AUC, OMC, HLR home location register, VLR visitor location register, AUC authentication center, and OMC operational and maintenance center. So you have to remember all these things. You see the radio layer which is connected between MS and BTS, and you have ABS interface between BTS and the BSC, and you have A interface between the BSC and the MSC, and between the GMSC and the outside world, outside line public networks, you have a SS7 interface. So this thing you should get it clearly because all the estimations are based on this diagram only. So in case of mobile station, you have the mobile equipment, a portable handheld device, nothing but a mobile phone, used for voice and data transmission. It also monitors power and signal quality of surrounding cells for optimum handover. And of course, you have a SIM, which is a subscriber identity module. It's a smart card that contains the IMSA number. It also contains encoded network identification details and key information to activate the phone. And it can move from one mobile to another mobile. Of course, you know it very well. And coming to the BSS, as I said, BSS is a base station subsystem, and radio transmission part between the mobile station and the MSC. In between, we have the BSS, and of course, the interface between the mobile station and all of the subsystems of GSM. And it consists of two things: BTS, base transceiver station. This BTS encodes, encrypts, multiplexes, modulates, and feeds the RF signal to the antenna. It transceiver units communicates with mobile stations via radio air interface and also communicates with BSC via So the BTS stands between the BSS, between the BSC and the MS, the mobile station and the uh, uh, base station system. So the base station control, it manages radio resources from BTS. It assigns frequency and time slots for all the mobile station in its area. Handles call setup, transcoding, and as well handover. Handover means moving from one tower to another tower. It communicates with MSC via interface and also with BTS. Then comes NSS or network switching subsystem. NSS manages the switching functions of the system and allows MSCs to communicate with other networks such as PSTN and ISDN. It consists of MSC or mobile switching center, which manages communication between GSM and other networks. It manages call setup function, routing, and basic switching, performs mobility management including registration, location, updation, and inter-BSS and inter-MSC call hands-off. Provides billing information. Gateway MSC or GMSC does gateway function to connect to the outside networks. And as far as HLR, home location register, is a permanent database about mobile subscriber in large service area. See, whenever you purchase any mobile phones, first you should get registered to the in the local service provider. That's nothing but a HLR. So its database contains IMSI and prepaid, postpaid, roaming restrictions, supplements. So all these things are a part of this. Visitor location register is a temporary database which updates whenever new MS enters in its area by HLR database. For example, a person moving from he took at one location, he purchased the SIM, and he was moving to another remote place. That remote place becomes VLR or visitor location register, because the VLR has to communicate back with the HLR to authenticate whether the SIM is acceptable or not. Or for those things, it uses that. It controls mobile roaming in its area. It reduces the number of queries to HLR. Its database contains IMSA, DMSA, IMSI SDN, and MSR in location, as well as area authentication key. Now, Authentication Center provides protection against intruders in the air interface. It maintains authentication keys and algorithms and provides security triplets, RANs, REST, GUI. EIR. EIR is a database that is used to track handset using IMEI number. This is the one thing which is very important, because any phone around the globe can be easily identified where it is based only on this IMEI number. It's a unique address, like MAC address for any computer. Okay, it is made up of three subclasses: the whitelist, the blacklist, and the gray list. Then comes OSS, Operational Support Subsystem. Operational support subsystem supports the operation and maintenance of GSM to monitor, diagnose, and troubleshoot GSM system. It supports Operation Maintenance Center, which are used to monitor the performance of each MS, BS, BSC, and MSC within a GSM system. Its main function are to maintain all telecommunication hardware network operations. It manages all charging and billing procedures. And handoff. See, handoff means when a mobile is moving from one mobile station to another mobile station, the call should be transferred. This is referred as hands-off. This handoff can be software-based or hardware-based. Uh, yeah, in case of GSM, it uses hardware-based. Means the first tower has to disconnect and the second tower need to be reconnected. But of course, it takes very fraction of seconds, so you never find that your line is reconnected. In case of soft handoff, a mobile station can communicate with two base stations at the same time. So this means that during handoff, a mobile station may continue with the new base station before breaking off from the old one. And this is used in CDMA, Code Division Multiple Access on mobile phones. So this is about the GSM, and just go through the main structure of GSM structure. And if you have any queries, yes, you are welcome to ask.